delighted that you could take part in our Lowgate Member Spotlight Series. So I'm joined by Holland of Plus Promotions here today. Dylan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So we're a digital solution provider based in Clonakilty in West Cork. We build digital systems for our clients. I suppose there's two categories of the business that we're in. One would be the promotional element of it, which would be generating new inbounds and increasing sales for the clients. And then the other one is using digital platforms to create more efficient business systems for our clients.
Okay, so you're kind of involved in the digital transformation of businesses as such.
Yeah.
Do you recommend the digital platforms that they can be utilising?
Yeah, so we'll either recommend digital platforms. I suppose our approach would be to take whatever is the most cost-effective and profitable method for the client. So if the solution is involving a third-party system that they can just subscribe to, we would recommend something like that. Most of the time, there are drawbacks to using those third-party systems in that they don't integrate with other systems. You're better off having ownership over the actual asset itself. So depending on what is, I suppose, the most profitable or best long-term solution for the client, we'll recommend a suggestion based on the parameters that they're providing us with.
Okay,
yeah.
And so then you build that out for them and it's ready to kind of plug and play in their business as such?
Yeah, we build it out and we support them in the process of the development and any of the bug fixing that happens thereafter, and then the evolution of the system itself. So sometimes people will come to us and they'll have a want or a requirement in terms of their business is inefficient in X space. We'll start developing out a system, and from that system other systems will be created and other business efficiencies will be gathered. So,
okay,
yeah.
And so which is the biggest part of your business? You mentioned kind of two different strands there. What's the most popular at this time? Or what's...
Okay, so the I suppose the biggest growth area for us is in the systems and the applications. We're getting more and more clients in that space rapidly. I suppose the more consistent element of the business would be in the digital marketing space, search engine optimization, pay-per-click advertising. But in terms of revenue, the developing digital systems is the biggest area for us.
Okay, and how did I'd say COVID really accelerated digital marketing, that side of the business?
Well, when it first hit, it completely stopped everything. So every client paused because everyone was panicking.
Trying to figure it out?
Yeah, trying to figure it out, not knowing where anyone was going. And then I suppose what we noticed was the use of Zoom and other video conferencing applications would actually, I felt like it opened people up to digital a bit more. And then people learned a lot more about digital systems, so they kind of almost educated themselves on the concepts of the ownership of digital products and what value that can add to a business. And then from there, things just increased. I mean, with the digital marketing side of it, it's a case of, with clients, they either appreciate it or they don't appreciate it, and it's something that they trial, and they can trial with us and see if it works for them, and we're good at giving them feedback. But I suppose there isn't a business on the planet now that doesn't realize that you need to have a ownership over your own digital system to I suppose compete in a modern situation.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people are very scared of it. They just don't understand, how do I get myself set up here? What is the message that I should be putting out there? What are the various platforms I should be on?
Yes.
But I think lockdowns, people have had to rethink, right, how do we engage with our customers?
Yes.
So it has been beneficial from that aspect, and I think that's one positive to take away from all of this.
Yeah, 100%. Like a big part of our role is in guiding the client's relationship with a digital product. So if people are afraid of digital, which majority of people are scared of digital, before this conversation we were talking about like how social media can spiral out of control for people. So everyone is scared of digital, and then they view their business as like mission critical. Everything that they're doing is like mission critical. If something goes wrong, this blows up and I'm no longer in business. Part of our job is to educate the client and kind of hold the client's hand. So we run 2 Zooms a week with every client that want to have 2 Zooms a week, and in that then we answer all the questions and educate them on the process. With building a digital product or a digital system, it's kind of a case of the relationship is probably the key to the success of the project. If the client lacks understanding or gets scared, that's not a good situation for us. So our job is to manage the relationship really and make sure that everyone is clear in terms of what you're trying to do and
How to go about it.
And to go about it in the correct manner that I suppose is nice for them from two elements, which would be profitable for them, and then the other element is like not causing them too much stress. So if they understand the process, things go nicely.
Yeah.
And that's what we found as well with the COVID. It brought a lot of, it allowed us to create digital relationships with people. Most of my clients, I speak with them on Zoom. It's relatively rare that I will meet them face to face.
Yeah.
And if they do need to meet me face to face, I'm happy to travel. We travel to the UK and clients and everywhere, wherever is required. But generally, Zoom is great because it'll allow the client to delve into information beyond the form of an email or a text message, which can be misinterpreted.
Fantastic. So that leads me to my next question. You were talking about clients in the UK.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are your clients based? Is it national? Is it international?
Mix of international and national, probably 25% international, 75% in Ireland. Majority of the Irish clients are based in Dublin, and then the majority of the international clients will be based in the UK and London. But we have clients in the Cayman Islands, we have clients in Spain, the UK, Australia. So we have a good mix of people. We have a good mix of clients. That was helpful for us as well in terms of diversification around COVID and stuff like that. I felt like the Irish economy is always kind of hanging in the balance, so it's nice to have a bit of a diversified stream of income as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So tell me about the team then.
Yeah, so we have a team. Our team is based in Clonakilty. There were probably about 8 or 9 people in Clonakilty, and we also have a team in India, diverse across multiple areas, from Jaipur, Calcutta, Rajat is another area. So we're pretty well spread.
Fantastic.
In India, probably over 100 people, and in Ireland, growing, but probably 9-10 people currently. So
Okay.
we're also looking to expand. And trying to expand in Ireland, hiring more people, generally with the sales edge, and looking to target the UK. Yeah.
Fantastic. So that team in India probably allow you to ramp up and ramp down pretty easily in terms of projects that you've coming on.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything that we do is related to having a good network. I view it all as a concept of a network. So I have a super good relationship with the people I work with in India. I'm lucky to work with in India. That's been developed over 10 years. And then on our client side, I suppose it's about creating a good network there and good relationships there. And then allowing to scale up and scale down. Yeah, I mean the people we employ in India, the people we work with in India have fantastic relationships over there. So we can pretty much scale to any scope or spec that is provided to us. And yeah, then we can scale up or scale down as required. So there's flexibility in that as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And so that's great to hear, your expansion plans over the next year, over the next 2 years. So you've recently taken out membership in the Lowgate Hub.
Yeah.
Which we're delighted to have you on
great
board.
to be here. Yeah, super.
So you've Roisin and Sam as well.
Roisin and Sam come down and work from here, and they both love it. This is my first time being here, and I love it as well. It's a lovely place, a very nice place to work. I wish I worked more often from here, but I work from the office in Clonakilty.
Well, you're welcome to come in as well.
Yeah, I gotta come down. I gotta come down a bit. Petrol prices now might be prohibitive, but I'd like to come down as much as I can. So I definitely will start to come down a bit more. But it's a beautiful space. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Dylan, and thank you so much for today.
Yeah, lovely.
Thank you.